Hello, guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kate Mbote, and I'm your favorite young life coach. And today, I want us to discuss about working through your trust issues. Most of the time, we find ourselves being controlled by our fear. Most of the time, we find ourselves uh, doubting ourselves on whether to trust people we are with or to trust anyone we want to get into a relationship with, and you don't know how to work through that fear. One is through self evaluation. When you evaluate yourself and know that are you connecting to the reality, you might just something might just be in your head about something, like for example, you might just be working through something which has happened to your past, and you're not looking into the reality of things, so you find yourself not wanting to trust anyone. Most of the time when we live in our heads, then we may not be able to accommodate the reality. Another thing you can do is always accommodate people and let them show you who they are. When you find yourself closing up on people, like if you feel like you want to be with someone and you just block it and walk out of it even before you give that person a chance, and there's no reason for that. It's just like you have that notion of um you can't trust men, you can't trust women, women are liars, all those blah 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 that we always have in this generation of having trust issues. And you're wondering how to work through that. Most of the time we think that is actually some good notion, but it's actually a toxic trait to be actually thinking that. One of the best way to build a relationship and a good ground for a relationship is trusting each other, and that means working through and letting people show you who they are. When you let someone show you who they are, the true nature of themselves, then you evaluate or you decide from there whether to trust them or not, without walking out of them even before you know who they are. You cannot actually be stereotyping and generalizing people on the character or the gender they are, because you have been hurt before, which is a very good reason for you not to trust. But you can't let your fear control you to a situation whereby you never want to open up to get to know other people. And so most of the time we know that emotions tell us when something is right or wrong. So if you're feeling that fear of not being able to trust someone, could be something which is actually very good to actually warn you about a specific person. And if your conscience is telling you that this person is not actually doing the right thing, you might actually want to go into deeper and get to know that person. But most of the time our emotions might not be the reality of things. That means our emotions might be driving us into not actually seeing the real things and seeing a real person. However, working on trust issues or working through trust issues is not a one job person. It's about the both of you. So that means uh, if you're going through trust issues, try not to be defensive when your partner comes up with an issue about trusting you. uh, Defensive meaning, like if someone comes up to you and tell you, I don't trust you around that person, you start saying, no, they're just friends and all that. You have to actually acknowledge the feeling that someone is feeling. That do not be defensive, do not try to show them that they're not doing the wrong thing. Walk through them into seeing that you're actually nothing deeper is going on between you two, because the moment you be defensive, you give that person more reasons to doubt you. You give that person's more reason to actually have more anxiety and fear about you being around that person. So if you want to work through trust issues, that means if a disagreements come up, be open-minded, be ready to accommodate your partner, and do not be defensive. And lastly, if you want to work through trust issues, is letting each other know what you want. Just tell the person, I want this, I want that. And even when you look so convincing, or when you straight up tell someone what you want, then that's one way of a person actually knowing, I know what this person wants. And it's easier for someone to trust you, and it's easier for you to trust each other if you both know what you want in life. Do not be there around someone and you're not convinced the position is stand up in your life. That means you're living with anxiety, or you keep doubting what you mean to this person, or the other person keeps doubting who they are, or what they mean to you. So that means if you have to work through trust issues, then you have to tell each other basically what you want. If you want a relationship, if you just want a friendship, if you're not ready for anything, just let each other know so that you can be able to trust each other. Don't forget to subscribe, of course, and like the video, and see you on my next video.